This episode was straight up savage, much like Galan was. I guess we start off at the Fairy King Forest. That's been resolved. Holly Gwyneth, the Fairy King, once again. Bon actually ended up reviving, I guess, King with his blood, and ends up taking off. And King actually kind of talks Bon into actually come back with him to the Seven Deadly Sins. And Bon says later for now, but we know he's going to join up at some point. So we go over to where Galan is bound. I guess Merlin, Diane, and Meliodas. And things get real hectic real quick. I mean, he blows, with one swipe, he blows away most of the village of Camelot, and then it turns into a wasteland. Then we get into the action. Meliodas comes in, ends up getting stabbed right away, but it turns out it's a clone. And Galen's able to see through this technique right away, pinpoint the fact that the real Meliodas is coming in from above. In comes Diane, and Merlin actually brings out a sacred well, Diane's sacred treasure. She gets repelled, and her own weapon ends up getting smashed into her head, which I thought was kind of brutal. And then this is where the episode picks up, because we have Merlin actually use a perfect cube to, I guess, protect Elizabeth and Arthur. No matter what, that thing was not going to break, even with Galan. And the thing about this is just one, okay, at the Ten Commandments. What's going to happen when Zeldris meets Meliodas? Holy God. And obviously they're not dead, that's not going to happen. Elizabeth has that ability to revive people, so I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. I mean, 3 of the 7 deadly sins got slaughtered in this episode, like straight up. You have Merlin trying to come with some spells. It looked like she actually transported Galan away. And even Galan says, you're the most trouble out of the bunch, and me, I hate mages, especially one of you. She ends up getting turned to stone because she lied. She told, if you let us go, I'll come with you to the Ten Commandments. Obviously that would be a feather in your cap. Obviously she was lying, and if Galen's abilities revolve around truth, so that's the reason why she got turned to stone. Merlin's got turned to stone already, so that's the first time we've seen her in trouble. I guess she has Slater trying to protect her to make sure she doesn't get smashed up, but he ends up getting stabbed anyway. Meliodas comes in and tries to put a stop to it, can't do anything. Then he unleashes his dark power. Both his arms get severed, then he's able to regenerate. Through all of this, he's actually having some struggle, like internal struggle, like he's trying to actually overcome this and not get overtaken by the darkness. We know he's from the demon clan, so that's going to play a role. And the more he struggles, the more pain he seems to be in. So, but man, it's bad. Diane gets arm severed, or she gets stabbed at least, and yeah, Meliodas gets stabbed once, and then stabbed in the eye, which was brutal as fuck. I mean, thank God this is not shown, because they would have censored that, no question. So here's the thing, okay, Hulk was reading his magic level. I've talked about this over and over again. The more that Meliodas keeps using his dark power, the more magic level goes up, which I've been saying for Meliodas is way stronger than he appears. And there's proof of that in this episode. Same thing here with Galan. Even though he's at 2600, the fact of the matter is, right now he's at 0, and he's still slaughtering 3 of the 7 deadly sins. We know King's going to come back at some point, taking off, because he can't break the cube, no matter, even if Merlin's down for the count at this point. And that's where we shift over to, I guess, the rest of the Ten Commandments. Actually, they come across some humans in, I guess, Edinburgh, and they come to find out, we find out that they have the ability to absorb spirits, which this is where people are going to get slaughtered, because now they're aware, okay, now we have a way to absorb spirits, the souls of people, to actually make us stronger. They don't kill them, apparently, but they're not able to move. So as we found out with, I guess, the Holy Knights with Gilthunder, Hauser, and Grimmaw, once they take out the person that has been absorbed in the spirits, they actually go back to him. So I guess that's the Caribbean. And we actually get Hendrickson reunited with the Holy Knights by the end of this. We actually get, it looks like we're going to be a 4-on-1 with the Grey Demon, which we learned a little bit about in season 1. And when I saw that Red Demon pop up, the same demon that killed Elaine, boy, I just thought maybe Bond's going to show up. That'd be interesting. Obviously, that's where this episode leaves off. Gilthunder was pretty impressive too, obviously with the teamwork, but Gilthunder just erased that Red Demon. So the spirits went back to the humans that got absorbed. But that's the problem now, because you have the rest of the Ten Commandments to deal with. If one just slaughtered 3 of the 7 deadly sins, then how the others? I can't wait to find out how Dade Grey, she's going to fight Bon. She's going to fight Bon. And Zeldris obviously is going to match up against Meliodas, but now Meliodas he's having some struggle trying to control his dark power, which is a setback. So obviously that's going to be where he has to learn how to control it. Hawk pointing that out in this episode, but obviously it's not enough at this point in time. which is crazy to think about. But like I said, this is the first real struggle. Probably the best episode we've got out of season 2 yet, in terms of like suspense. I can't wait to see what happens next. Obviously, we're going to see what the other Ten Commandments are made of. And I think Barn really will join the crew once he comes up with a way to revive Elaine. That's his goal right now, so we'll see. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Like this review if you did appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel for more 7 Deadly Sins. Catch you guys later. Bye.